Solutions Group. And our group, Les Willis is another member of our Trucking Solutions Group staff. We actually have a whole bunch of people here, but they're spoken for at this time doing a whole lot of things. But we are a group of owner-operator truck drivers who've been together since 2008. And we are best known in the health industry for our efforts in the area of driver health and wellness. We started our efforts back in 2010 with our first health awareness walk that we will be doing in conjunction with the 5K that Emily just spoke of. TA Petro has been our sponsor for our health walks every year for the last several years, and they've been a great partner for us. In 2011, we added blood drives to our health efforts, and right behind the curtain over here to my left, we are conducting our 5th annual blood drive, and we're doing that in partnership with Carter Blood Care this year. And 2011 is when our relationship really started to blossom with Grand O'Reilly, because they provided us with the booth space for the blood drive and have done so every year ever since. And then last year in 2014, we added still another event to our efforts, and that is a bone marrow donor registration drive. And the booth is right out in front here beside the folks who are signing people up for mammograms. But our good friend Christina Schnazy from Make It Happen USA up in the Denver area where I live is conducting a bone marrow donor registration drive in order to increase the number of people on the National Bone Marrow Donor Registry. Christina herself is a cancer survivor by way of a stem cell transplant from a donation, and she has since dedicated the rest of her life to increasing the number of people on the National Bone Marrow Donor Registry. So if you are between the ages of 18 and 55 and are not on the registry, I would urge you to come over and talk to Christina. For no other reason, listen to her wonderful story about how her life was saved by it. Which basically brings us to the present. After the GATS show last year, Rand O'Reilly folks came to the Trucking Solutions Group and said that they wanted to take their show in a different direction this year and make it the truck show of choice as far as drivers are concerned for value and entertainment. And they wanted to step up all of the activities that are done out at the truck parking lot, services, food, and so forth, entertainment, which is where Les Willis came in. He handled a lot of the legwork out there doing research and so forth. And then I took on the project of the Health Pavilion. And we are very pleased as you walk around the Health Pavilion area here to offer free screenings for anybody that walks in the door. You can be a vendor, you can be press, you can be truck driver, CDL holder, doesn't matter. I'd like to give a big round of thanks to Mark Edwards, who's over there working in the National Kidney Foundation booth. Mark invited me down here to a health fair in Dallas that was held as part of the annual Kwanzaa Fest celebration here, and I was able to meet a lot of the providers that you're going to see here. We have a couple of booths that are doing height, weight, BMI, and blood pressure. Parkland Medical is going to be doing a finger stick blood test to be able to tell you your blood sugar level, your cholesterol and HDL level. They, along with National Kidney Foundation, are going to have medical professionals such as a doctor or a nurse that people will be able to talk to about their results. And our goal with the Health Pavilion was to do three things. Was to, first of all, take away obstacles that are keeping truck drivers from getting health insurance or health care. And when we were preparing for this, I reached out to some experts in the industry, and it's estimated that roughly 30 to 40% of truck drivers in this country either do not have medical insurance or do not seek medical care on a regular basis, such as yearly doctor visits. And I'm talking in addition to the DOT physicals that they're required to get. So our main goals in this project were to, first of all, take away the obstacles. So all of the screenings that you see here are free. We have Walgreens, which is basically an Ask a Pharmacist booth. We have a licensed dietitian from the Kroger grocery store chain doing nutritional screening. We have our blood drive. We also have a chiropractor here from CTC Chiropractic in the local area. Our second goal was to take away the time factor, because the second most common response to why don't you get this done on a regular basis was time. Drivers are out on the road, they don't know where to get it done out on the road. So we have made all of these health screenings available free all day long, today, tomorrow, and the next day. So regardless of whether a driver can get here for 2 days or a half a day or a full day or whatever, everything is available all day long. And then the crown jewel to our Health Pavilion this year is to, as Emily said, provide a mobile mammogram unit for our Health Pavilion for the first time in truck show history. And our group has been raising money along with Emily and her department, seeking sponsors to provide mammograms for folks. And we are very proud to say that every mammogram that we are going to offer here today and tomorrow and the next day is going to be completely free. If you have insurance, that's great. We would ask you to use your insurance, but we've raised enough money so that any CDL holder, or again, anybody who walks in the door, if you would like to get a mammogram, we're going to provide it to you free of charge. So we're very proud of that, and we're hoping that you can spread the word to anybody and everybody that you know and see work, whether they're working in a booth or whatever. The more mammograms that we can get done ensures that Baylor Health will want to work with us and keep working with us in the future on this, which they've already committed to do. It is our goal that as this project moves forward, we're going to find more sponsors like the ones who have helped us this year, Progressive Insurance, Landstar, Melton, Urgent Care, and so forth. There are a lot of other screenings that I would like to see in our Health Pavilion in the future, and if you'd like to know what my wish list is, you can see me off to the side. But unfortunately, some of the ones that I'd really like to see cost money, so we're hoping that the excitement generated by this year's pavilion is going to want more sponsors to get involved with this project with us, and if that happens, there's no limit to what we're going to be able to provide for drivers and the greater Dallas community and vendors and so forth. So with that said, one other person I would like to thank is my new BFF, Sherry Fox from Baylor. They are providing the mobile mammogram unit. I cannot tell you how many ways this lady has bent over backwards to see that this project comes to fruition here at the Health Pavilion. And I just can't say enough about how much they've done, and we appreciate the fact that they're here, and we hope to be working with them in the future. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Emily. Thanks.
So you can now understand why it was important for us to partner with the Trucking Solutions Group. You can hear the passion in Rick's voice, and just his desire to help his fellow truck driver. And so it's very exciting, and we're excited to work with them just because of their passion, their desire to help, and that's who we want to be. We want to care about the attendees that are here. We want to make GATS a place where they know they can come every year, not just to see pretty trucks and booths, but that they can actually get the things that they need, the health and wellness, education, information, screenings that they can come back to every year and know that we're going to be here to support them. So thank you, Rick. I really appreciate that.